Okay, and here we are back again in Elder Scrolls Online. Picking up where we left off, Donut and I were getting ready, I believe, to talk to Seize All Colors, guild master for the Fighters Guild. So let's go inside and say hello.
Comrade, thank you for coming so quickly. We have need of you. Will you fight by our side?
What did you have in mind?
The Guild has accepted an unusual contract. We've agreed to eradicate Daedric anchors when they drop from the sky. Wherever they appear, Molag Bal's minions soon follow.
What would you have me do?
As we speak, two of my guardians investigate rumored anchor sites. Merrick and Aleph are the best the Guild has to offer. Meet up with them on the beach east of Volkogard. You can proceed from there.
Alright, I'll see it done.
I know you'll change the river's course, comrade. They're investigating the coastline down the beach from the Guard Lighthouse.
The contract you mentioned, who placed it?
A powerful benefactor. She hates that monsters can ruin the lives of everyday folk. Our benefactor has put gold behind her principles, and so we put our strength behind her cause.
Tell me of these Daedric anchors. I think I've seen one at least twice.
They are the tendrils of Cold Harbor, reaching into Nirn. The minions of Molag Bal erect dark shrines in his honor, landing sites for these horrors. The coin this contract brings is good, and in this time of trouble, we need a focus.
Focus?
Yes, I am new to my role as Guildmaster. The death of my mentor, Yofnir Iceblade, has been hard on the Guild. He was well liked among the rank and file. I hope the river has carried his soul where it wanted to go.
Goodbye. Okay, so it looks like we're not investigating the anchors directly, at least not yet. Which is odd, as I've already ran into one or two of them in my travel. That's fine. Instead, go find Merrick and Aleph. See what they can tell us about the troubles.
Love the wind in my hair!
Oh yeah. Nothing like a little horseback gallop across Nirn. Excuse me,
Welcome, friend.
I need to go faster. Thank you very little. Okay. Let's go find these guys and see what's what. Who's who. All of that.
Buying, selling, I've got what you need.
Indeed.
Master Merrick, where are you?
That's a great question, because I'm actually looking for a Master Merrick. It occurs to me that the man I've been hearing whining about his missing master since I was a wee level 3 coming in from the tutorial zone may actually be looking for the same man I'm being sent to see. Either that or Merrick is like John in Nirn, you know. Everyone goes by that. Or not.
Thanks, Stendar. You're with the guild?
Yeah, Sees All Colors sent me. Are you alright?
If the Divines will it. The worms caught us off guard, but we made them pay in blood. Did Colors brief you on our contract? What we seek?
Yes, you thought a Daedric anchor might drop here.
As you say. There won't be an anchor here anytime soon, thanks to the two of us. I should be moving. We had word of another cell north of here near Skywatch.
Alright, where do you want me?
Here, if you please. Aleph, stay with our new friend. You two search these bodies, see if you can find
Hey,
anything of
Radion.
note. A
See
pleasure
ya.
meeting you, oh my comrade.
And you, Merrick.
Watch after the new recruit, Aleph. Colors would hate it if we lost another one.
Yes, yes, Aleph will watch the new blood. Resolute.
Search the worm cultists, alright? Did that. Oh, no, there's a third, alright. Good, Radion. How you doing? It is a pretty good-looking game. I don't know if you ever heard the miniature backstory, but I'll break it down to the elevator pitch. I played it till about level 20 or so on the PlayStation when it came out several years back. And just for whatever reason, I never got back to it. But I'm a big Bethesda fan and a Skyrim fan, so decided I wanted to check it out. I watched their presentation a couple weeks ago, and I was like, man, I want to check that out. It looks cool. And it's not a tab target MMO, which I'm honestly just too slow for these days. Too many damn buttons. What was that? Who is that? I definitely like the Khajiit in this game. They look almost natural.
Aleph has no idea. Whoever she is no friend to the guild or Merrick.
She's after his soul, she said.
It would seem so. This one cannot imagine the value of such a thing.
Yeah, the
He's
Khajiit are cool.
shiny and dripping with pride. Just the same, we must warn him. And the guild. Aleph will go after Merrick. Return to Seize All Colors. Tell her what you have seen. Go. Return to Vocal Guard quick as
So
you
this
can,
is
Doctor.
apparently
Seize All
like
Colors must know.
one of the 3 starting stories from way back when the game was first released. Because I had a Steam account at one point, but I didn't want to dick around with it. Like, I logged into it and I was like, I don't even know when I played this and I don't understand what's going on. So I just made a regular old ESO account and started playing, and I went through the tutorial, which was the Cold Harbor thing, and then it dropped me directly into the feeder zone for this, which was Khajiit and elves. But yeah, it's been kind of cool. I haven't done a whole lot of group stuff yet. I'm all of level 22. But I only play it on stream, except for occasionally I have logged in and done like, let me see if I can figure out how to get to Battlegrounds. Let me see if I can figure out how to use the random dungeon finder, so I don't do what happened last Wednesday, I think. At the end of the stream, I was like, there were a few people watching, and I'm like, let's try a Battleground. And I could not figure out how to get into the Battleground, which was a little embarrassing, but it is what it is, so. I'm enjoying it. It's fun. I hope the new season for it is good. It's going to have, not multi-classing, but subclassing, where you're going to be able to pick skill lines from other classes and kind of make your perfect build. So, should we return to Seize All Colors, or should we stop in here and see the Prophet? See the Prophet. Yeah? Getting used to it in 76? That's all pretty much second nature for most of us at this point. But this is like, pretty much 99% anyway, brand new to me.
I'm going to.
And I've seen trailers and that type of stuff, so I'm not completely blind to some of what's going on. And I'm a Skyrim fan and Oblivion fan
Or
and
is
that
it
kind of
simply
thing.
the
So.
unrequited puppy love you feel for that shirtless mammoth?
Wow, what did I walk in on here? Unrequited puppy love for shirtless mammoths. Wild.
The time has come for another foray into Oblivion Vestige. We have one last ally in need of rescue.
Sai Sahan?
Indeed, Abner Thorn and I have been meditating, scrying, and poring over Menamarco's notes. And at long last we've discovered the location of the Halls of Torment.
How long has Sai Sahan been a prisoner there?
Our friend has suffered unimaginable and unending torment for nearly 2 years. Far longer than any mortal man should endure. But Sai Sahan is something more than mortal man. He's a descendant of Leki, the Yokudan sword saint. I've seen it.
That would be a very good guess, Radion. Sai Sahan is a Red Guard, descendant of the Yokudan sword saint, as it were. So, absolutely terrific guess. Then we must find him, and quickly.
We have been able to determine the precise area of the halls where Sai is being held. This is why we were so long about the task. I shall open a portal for you.
Am I going alone?
Lyris and Abner have both agreed to accompany you, but I fear their mutual enmity will complicate your task. Speak with them and hear what they offer, but you must choose one or the other.
And Donut, of course. I'm definitely bringing Donut. Goodbye. This is Donut. Well, her name's Tan Lauren. But I call her Donut because I love her hair. And it looks just like a glazed donut. Purple and gold and kick-ass companion. And a lot of fun to be around. She doesn't mind if I pilfer things occasionally. I've got a rat to carry some of my extra valuables. So, isn't her hair great? Apparently, she's a companion that you can only get if you're a subscriber. So, membership has its privileges, I guess. But she's been with me since I was like level 14 or so. And she's terrific. So let's talk to Lyris and Abner and see which one we want to take.
What's wrong? What did Varen say?
He said that only one of you can join me because you won't stop fighting.
Then your choice is clear. I've known Sai Sahan longer than anyone. I should be the one to go. It's your decision. Just know that I'd give my life for you or for Sai. Would Tharn do the same?
I doubt it, honestly. Seems like kind of a dick, but let me talk to him for a second. Abner, there you are.
You look perplexed. What inscrutable riddles is Varen spouting now?
Exactly. He said that only one of you can join me.
Did he? What surprisingly good advice. Titanborn and I are more likely to kill each other than we are to help. The choice is yours. But I recommend choosing brains over brawn. I have valuable knowledge of the Daedra, and don't forget, I'm the mage.
I'm a mage. I'm an arcanist, actually. And my companion is clearly a thief or rogue of some sort. Probably be better off with a tank, to be perfectly honest with you, but I don't really think it matters at this point. Let me think about it. Have you ever played this, Radion? Well, this is actually, that's the crazy part. So I had to wrap my brain around this, and it was not easy. This is actually the Second Age, so like roughly 600 or 700 years before the events of Skyrim, and, 400 or 500 years before the events of Oblivion. So you've got Menamarco, you've got the Worm Cult, you've got the Spellbreak, I think they call it, with the anchors coming down from the sky, and, the Daedric Prince trying to worm his way into the world and the whole 9 yards. And then there's all the expansions that they've released ever since, which I suppose I could run and do one of those or start one of those at any time. Right, the wormhole. But I haven't yet because I'm constantly being tasked with one story beat or another for this, and since I never played it, I'm happy to do it. But this is my favorite character out of the NPC companions that I have so far, Sir Cadwell, and he reminds me of like a Monty Python character. You'll see.
This cave is quite lovely, but have you seen the nightmarish landscape outside? How do you people keep your sanity? I believe I'll just remain indoors. Do let me know if I'm needed for anything heroic, won't you?
He's wearing a pot on his head. And he's from Cold Harbor, which is the realm of Moloch Ball. And he was there for so long, and he's so crazy, he actually thought it was a absolutely wonderful place. It sounds like John Cleese, doesn't it? I think it might be John Cleese, actually. But, so he's got this kind of goopy... He came with me after my last trip to Cold Harbor. And came back to the real world, but that's him describing the real world outside as being just absolutely horrific and sanity breaking. And of course, he's wearing a pot on his head, so you can kind of understand his perspective. It's probably just a huge, mind break for him. But unfortunately, they won't let me pick and take him with me, so I think I'm going to go Ernest or Snark. This guy introduces himself to you when you first meet him by saying, you have to do this thing. It's so easy, even a child of 5 could do it. But we don't have a child of 5, so I suppose I'll have to walk you through it. And it's like, oh, you snarky bastard. He's fun.
You look perplexed. What inscrutable riddles is Varen spouting now?
Once again, he said only one of you can come with me.
Did he? What surprisingly good advice. Titanborn and I are more likely to kill each other than we are to help. The choice is yours.
Lyris
But
is
I
awesome.
recommend choosing brains over brawn. I have valuable knowledge of the Daedra, and don't forget, I'm the mage.
But this guy's fun, and I believe that's the voice of, I think his name's Alfred Molina. He played Doc Ock in that Spider-Man movie. Come with me, Abner.
A very wise decision. One you won't regret. Trust me. Shall we go? We've a Redguard swordmaster.
Yeah, this thing's got terrific voice acting.
Go with Abner. Save Saisahan from the halls of torment.
And obviously, I haven't played it for years and years and years, so I'm not like, it's too easy, this and that, and this stuff people complain about. To me, it's just a big old Skyrim-like adventure that I haven't played yet, so... Come along, Donut. We have a Redguard to save. Okay. What just happened? Hello, someone who just joined. Was it Mr. Mort? Welcome to my stream. I'm having fun playing this for the very first time. I have little or no experience with it, although I am a Bethesda fan and a Skyrim lover. So we are playing Elder Scrolls Online. Hey, Spin! Oh, and coffee! Oh, it was a Mort braid! That is so cool! Thank you, Mr. Mort. I appreciate that. So I am here in, I believe, Cold Harbor, somewhere in Oblivion. And I've brought along Abner Tharn, the snarky sorcerer, and my faithful companion, Donut, whom I adore, and she's wonderful. And we're here to rescue the Swordmaster, the reincarnated hero of Yakuda, Saisahan. Mr. Lothar, hello! Okay, so, not sure exactly what I'm supposed to do.
Where is the Amulet of Kings?
Indeed. Wait, where's my, there it is. I forgot which button was marked for my, dodge roll. That's what happens when you only play it twice a week.
What a rush!
Right? So I'm playing an Arcanist, which I think is the newest class from the newest expansion. Hey, Lost Perspective. Nice to see you. Dodge rolls seem to get me through these kind of traps, even if they're half extended. The Arcanist is fun. I mean, they really only have just one ability at this point, this low level, that's really flashy. They're a kind of wizard, I guess.
I think I'm going down.
Kind of specializing in weird-ass tentacle magic and unspeakable gibbering things.
Where is the Amulet of Kings? Tell me or I'll gut
You're seeing a load
with
screen.
your own sword.
Anybody else see the game, or did I do something wrong? It's good on your end? I wonder why it's showing a load screen on warp screen though. Kinda sucks.
Hey, it's your funeral.
How simple it is to be a sword singer.
It's good on your end too, Lost? Okay.
Your friends are here to save you. Pity they arrived too late. It's time for your
Sorry about that, Morp. If there's a thing that you know that I could toggle in OBS or something that might fix that for you, I'd be more than happy to do it, but it seems like, at least so far, you're the only one that's mentioned it. I know when it first launched, it was still showing my my title from the stream that I did yesterday because I was so shocked that they released Oblivion. But I managed to figure out how to update that, so. Abner?
Well, that was unnerving. Can't say that I've ever had to kill a version of myself before, but I must say, even as an evil doppelganger, I'm a very capable opponent.
Well, if you do say so yourself, anyway. What was all that talk of sword singers?
They were a legendary group of Redguard sword masters, wiped out in the First Era by the Yokudan Emperor Hera. Sahan spent years trying to resurrect their ancient traditions, but failed utterly. He considered it his greatest failure.
And why did the doppelganger look like you? It's a silly question. I'm a mage, like a doppelganger. It's gonna look like somebody in particular.
The torturers here are using Sahan's memories and darkest fears against him in an attempt to break his will. He and I were never close. In truth, I enjoyed mocking him. I had no idea how deeply it affected him.
In truth, I like making fun of the guy. I'm kind of a dick that way. You almost sound pleased about that.
Oh, please, we're adults, aren't we? The day I start considering people's feelings before speaking my mind is the day my efficacy as a politician comes to an end. When that day comes, just kill me outright, I beg of you.
Oh my god. Oh, Mr. Efficacy here. Doesn't want anything to stand in the way of his meta sorcery build, I guess. Alright, Abner. Ease up now. You're a little intense sometimes. Look, it's curved swords. Curved swords. God, almost impossible to do that voice. The proper torture techniques focus on failure. I shan't be reading all of that. That's, sounds very dark. Sword Wisdom, Psych Halar. So one thing I've noticed in this game is the bookshelves have a chance to give you like a skill up in one of your skill lines. So even if you don't take the time to go through and actually read them, you can actually get an in-game benefit from clicking on each in turn. Like there. Medium armor, raised to 17. have done playthroughs in like Skyrim where I went through and I actually took the time to read each book that I got. But these I can't take home or loot, or as far as I can tell anyway. Restoration staff went up to 9 nights. Barely ever used that one, but it may come in handy someday. I think it's pretty instructive that we're seeing curved swords here, though. And this is a whole Sai Sahan rescue mission, because he is a Yakuten sword singer, so... It's where the original Skyrim joke about curved swords comes in. Yeah, I think those are actually skill level ups, rather than just buffs. But I could be wrong. Yeah, Redguard scimitars, exactly.
We appear to have some unwanted visitors in the hall.
Well, I mean, the door was open, we just came in. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. This is my 4th session, I think. And like I said, and again, just like my amount of experience with the game, 99% of it has been just in the streams that I did, a couple hours apiece. I did get on one day and, figure out how to join the Mages Guild, how to join the Fighters Guild. Truly compelling stuff, folks. Well, Mr. Ringo Hansen. G'day, sir. Are you time traveling from tomorrow and watching me from there? I love that about you. Folks, meet my friend Ringo. He's in New South Wales, so he's in tomorrow, but 6 hours ago, from me anyway. He and I grew up together. I love him dearly. One of the coolest people I've ever known. And I've never actually seen him on YouTube. That's awesome. G'day, cunt.
Enjoy your visit. You'll never leave the halls of torment alive.
I don't plan on walking out. I got a mage with me for teleportation and stuff, so. Ringo, meet some of the gang.
Where's the Amulet of Kings?
These are all people that I play Fallout 76 with, which is another game. Ringo doesn't actually play games too much. But I'm not trying to in any way shame you, sir. I'm just saying, his wife works on games. She actually makes games. But Ringo's never been a gamer. One of my musician friends. A truly lovely man.
Intruders. They're after the amulet. Don't worry, my love. My sisters will deal with these.
Wait, what?
She seems to be drawing power from those stones. Destroy them quickly.
I was trying to attack a mockery of Lyris Titanborn. That's not good. Okay. Why don't we just do this? What am I meant to do?
I'll give you theirs. Fresh and still.
As LeVar Burton would say in Reading Rainbow, knowledge is power, as clearly demonstrated by my character here, who opens up a book and shoots green like goo at people to kill them. You're not that cool because you're shirking your responsibilities? That's right. Radion, you use mate a lot in your conversations. Are you down under as well? Or are you in another portion of the world, or originally from? I've never asked. You're not sure? Fair enough. Fair enough. I have observed that there are lots of gamers and content creators for that matter. Budge Muppet guys, a bunch of other people who are actually from Australia, which I always found funny because I always hear the Australians complaining about truly terrible internet. So that's grit, folks. Perth in 78. Perth. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the natural origin point for Nick Cave, one of my favorite Australian country music acts. Washington State. Nice. I was actually born in Seattle. The lore says we didn't live there very long, 7 or 8 months. The rest of the time was in California. Beautiful place though, lots of trees. Love the rain. Of course, they don't have to live in it, so perspective. Well, you got to visit at least. That's cool. Very cool.
I'll deal with them. You'll be safe here, my love.
Sai Sahan. There's another copy of that Torture Techniques book. Nice. Eat the Lyris Doppelganger. No, thank you. I'll bust out of that. I'm not gonna be slain by that kind of garbage.
Too late. Once again.
See, now I'm actually glad that I brought Abner Tharn because he was a far better tank against a doppelganger of Lyris. You know, because they hate each other so much.
Hold a moment. Well, well, well. Wasn't that a charming little scene? I can't wait to tell Titanborn all about it.
Yeah, be easy there, buddy. What do you mean?
Are you as blind as your vagabond emperor? The first room was about Sahan's failures. This room is obviously an attempt to leverage his subconscious desires. So, our Redguard friend has a secret crush on the half-giant. How revolting.
Well, I'm pretty sure that they both are kind of not so secretly crushing on each other, but
Please. Titanborn has all the emotional depth of a Frost Atronach. But who knew Sahan was that sentimental? Then again, he did resist her charms. Good thing, too. That truly would have been a farewell kiss.
well, I think we just met Mannimarco's Duchess of Anguish.
I can only assume she's Sahan's personal torturer. I have a sneaking suspicion we'll be meeting her again very soon. Come, let's...
Well, I hope so. She was terrific XP. Okay, so where to now, I wonder. Continue through the halls, they said. Coming this way? Oh, I never can remember. Doesn't seem to matter which game I play. Oh no, my laptop shut down. Yeah, that's not good, but at least a dingo didn't eat your laptop. I mean, that would be a joke in exceptionally poor taste. I apologize. It was the first thought that jumped in my mind when you said Joey. The Brimstone Steps. It's not the way. See, the one thing about this game that kind of frustrates me, and I think it's because I'm playing in like the very oldest content, because that's what it dumped me out into. But it doesn't always give me a quest marker that tells me where to go, which is fine if you're playing a game that doesn't have them. Cool. whatever. It's no big
We
deal.
don't get many visitors in the halls. of
No, I
Toy,
definitely came this way.
But
Okay.
there's always room for a few more permanent residents.
But when games do have them and you kind of come to rely on them and then they don't always work the exact same way, it can be a little frustrating. A little janky. Or it could just be a setting that I know nothing about. It appears to show an off-screen quest marker here, which, yeah, that's like completely related to the main quest of Auradon, which is all about the Queen and that type of thing. Not even the quest that I'm on. So that's the way back out. I need to go this way. Okay, we shall do it.
We showed them.
So, a couple of observations for anybody who hasn't played this one yet. The overworld content is pretty easy. Occasionally I run up against something that kind of knocks me right down and makes me rethink my strategy and actually pay attention. But for the most part, the quest content and the overworld content is pretty simple. I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. And I think it's definitely a side effect of pretty much they made the whole game to be explorable no matter what level you're at, or that type of thing. But I have been duly challenged a couple of times. It's not quite as simple as something like 76, where you have 2 mouse buttons and basically WASD. It does have 5 active abilities at a time and an ultimate. So there's a little bit more hotkeying, I guess, going on, but nothing like, World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy XIV or something with just banks and banks of buttons. And I used to love stuff like that 20 years ago. But as I've gotten a little bit older, it does not serve me. I don't know if it's because I don't see well enough, or if it's because I'm starting to need reading glasses and perhaps my monitors are either too close to where I sit. Could be any number of different things. I'm going to go ahead and blame something external, because otherwise it's just completely my inability to cope. As an elderly man. Best played on a laptop? Yeah, with like a 14-inch screen. I'm sure it would rock. It is a beautiful game. And I'm kind of excited to see where the story goes. There's this new thing that I have not seen yet, where there's an island, and right down the middle of the island there's like a wall, like a tornado of souls, and you can't cross it, and there will be this big community event, and supposedly, don't quote me because, what do I know, but supposedly, is this the way I came in? I am so confused. Continue through the halls. But supposedly, it'll be a server-wide event that everyone participates in, or doesn't, to whatever extent they do or don't. And then it'll be like a race to see whether it's the PlayStation folks, or the Xbox folks, or the PC folks, or the EU folks, or whatever it is that actually managed to get this wall knocked down first so they can move into the second half of this year's story. Which I think is kind of a clever idea. It's like I don't know if any of you will get this reference, but back in the late 90s, one of the first early MMOs had an event called The Waking of the Sleeper or something like that. And a lot of guilds would get together and try to kill these guardians, and if they ever killed the guardians, got them all killed, this dragon that was supposedly unkillable would wake up and ravage the lands. It was an end-of-the-world story for the lore of the game. And of course, gamers being awesome and gamers took that as a challenge. They were like, no, unkillable dragon, what does it drop? And so they worked on it and worked on it. And ironically enough, it was a PvP server where they finally knocked it down. Which meant they were all working together and probably taking some friendly fire. Very coordinated. But they managed to kill the unkillable. Crashed the entire game. But it was a legend that spread around on all the message boards. And truly informed the lore of the game for the rest of the time that I played anyway. So this sounds like they're trying to replicate that kind of... Yeah, it absolutely keeps getting me confused and turned around. I don't like Oblivion. Death by a zillion harm touches. Is that how it went down? Were you there? Because harm touch was a real power that the Shadow Knights had for that game. That is freaking awesome. When they killed Rauasek early, he dropped the cloth cap. Yeah, that was Plains of Power era, or was that a different story? Rattle should have been killable in Plains of Power. Yeah. You got his name right and everything. Carapim? The Sleeper. Yeah, that is awesome. I was not on that server. I was not in that guild. I wasn't even a part of the guild that I was in when they tried to do the whole Wake the Sleeper thing on the server that I was on. It was only during the Plains of Power, later parts of like the third expansion and then into Plains of Power that I was a raider, which was cool. We were like perpetually the server second or third, fighting for the second or third place with another guild, stealing each other's mobs. You know, one group of 72 players would be buffing up, trying their best to get ready for the fight, and the other one would swoop in and aggro the boss and pull it and engage in the fight. And since it was first hit, gets the loot, the other guild could just stand there and watch. Probably not on Rauasek, of course. They could actually harm the other players if they wanted to. It was good times. I almost get those vibes from some of the fights in Fallout 76. You know, the big queen fights and stuff, but it's not really the same. It's much easier. Yeah, planar progression was shit. There was so many keys and crap that you had to do. It was a full-time job to try to keep up with that guild for the couple years that I did it. But it was fun. It was fun. And most of those people that I still keep in touch with moved on to World of Warcraft, and they're still over there. Mythic raiding. Which is pretty awesome. But I'm just on the sidelines going, hey, you guys have fun. Love the screenshots. What did Ringo ask? He asked if this was Doom? Ringo, I got a surprise for you, buddy. Well, if I can convince you to tune in at least once, I'm actually going to play the new Doom game that's coming out. And why not stream it? So, it's called Doom the Dark Ages. It's full of demons and heavy metal, and you'll love it.
Such tenacity, such ambition.
Finally, I'm going the right way.
Such a pity we're going to skin you alive and feast on your intestines.
Did she just tell you she's going to feast on my intestines? It's a very Vats Vixen thing to say. Cannibalism. I won't stand for it. Donut. The Batcave.
Fools. Time is meaningless in the halls of torment. Whether it is death or 1,000 years, Saisahan will be first.
Yes. You're gonna win your evil strategy. Blah, blah, blah. Villainy.
Where is the Amulet of Kings?
Where is the Amulet of Kings? This can all be over if you just tell me. You can finally rest.
Oh wow, we're gonna walk in on her torturing him. Dark.
Have I been here 2 years?
Very dark.
2,000 years. I no longer tell, but I will never break. Never.
They've got like laser whips or something. My god. I really should do something to step in and stop this.
Who dares to defy the justice and hand
I dare!
tear out your heart and make you feast upon
It is I,
What death do you prefer?
Babylonia Rising.
Slow and painful or quick and painful? I think I'll kill you quickly, then resurrect you and kill you slowly. An eternity of agony.
Oh, she sounds nice.
It will be glorious.
She's gonna kill me quickly, then kill me slowly, then kill me quickly again. She seems nice. Was that her? See what I'm talking about? So the story is cool, the zones are cool. But even a guy with very little experience, like maybe 8 or 9 hours worth of experience playing the game, doesn't have too much trouble taking down the final boss at the end of the story dungeon. So I think that's probably by design and it's fine. Apparently there are like hard-ass trial modes and stuff in this, so whether I get that far or not, we'll have to see. But I am enjoying it so far. I'm surprised I never played it. I think I was very anti-MMO at the time, and then somebody pointed out that I was basically playing one by playing 76 all the time, so... I mean, and they're not wrong. It's very different than the old school MMOs, of course, but it does have that same kind of quality.
I do not know you. Why
Oh, he's
are
got a
you
cool
here?
voice.
Who sent you?
Who is that? Who is that actor? Baron sent me. I'm a friend.
The Emperor? He lives? This day is filled with wonders.
Did they force you to reveal the location of the Amulet of Kings?
They tortured me for many months. Years, perhaps. But I did not break my vow. The amulet is hidden and safe.
Hey lady, the Stargate called and the System Lords want their threats back. Oh my god, pop culture references for the win, folks. This is why I love gaming. And I love watching streams and streaming, I guess. And talking to people, because that's exactly how my brain works when I hear things. I did not go immediately to Stargate, but I did notice that she was monologuing. I caught her monologuing. Can you walk? We need to get you out of here.
My strength is returning. Lead on.
Why would I say goodbye?
Done it, Vestige. Bring him through the portal quickly.
Bring him through the portal. Stretch Armstrong. So yeah, every once in a while, and I think it was probably level-based back in the old days or something, because he'll be like, okay, you rescued Sai Sahan now, get the hell out of here and I'll call you when I need you. And then I'll run out of the cave and his, like, astral projection ghost or whatever will be standing there going, come back to the harborage, I need you. Couldn't we have just done it while I was freaking standing there, jackass?
Sai Sahan lives. You've outdone yourself, Vestige.
Well, you know me. The Daedra tortured his mind as well as his body.
The minds of some men can endure hardships far greater than anything the Daedra can concoct. The forces of loyalty, honor, and friendship are powerful indeed.
Don't I know it, brother? What's our next move?
We must recover the Amulet of Kings, but only when Sai Sahan has had time to recover. He is a man of great strength, but he will still need to rest after such an ordeal.
Hey, if I can make a small suggestion, maybe just dip out of the cave for a little bit, take Cadwell with you, see the sights. Abner's probably busy working in the the Mage Library anyway. You know, give Sai Sahan and Lyris a little time together. Bow, chicka, bow, bow. Because it seems like, I don't know, they're fond of one another.
Sai locked the amulet away in the ruins of San Kotor and entrusted the key to one of his close associates. But he can tell you himself. Speak with him. He's eager to meet his liberator.
Go to
I'll
Riften?
contact
Can I
you when
go to
I'm ready to
Riften
move
in this
forward.
game? Get out. Okay, he locked the amulet away. I was distracted. Prophet, Baron, speak with him. He's eager to meet his liberator. I'll contact... Here, there it is. I'll contact you when you're ready to move forward. It's very... Pray return to the waking sands. Which is fine, but just kind of silly after a certain point. You know, it's like, are you padding the runtime here? What's up?
My lord calls you Vestige. Strange name. Is it true your soul was taken from you?
Yes, that is true.
Stranger still. My people say that bravery and honor are the hallmarks of a great soul. Yet
I
you
love
have
the epic
both of
name.
those things in great measure. I had begun to think that honor was a relic of the past. You give me hope.
How are you feeling?
I cannot say. Physically, I am unharmed. But mentally,
So Nate did this fantastic
feel a
one
darkness in
on
my heart.
the Fallout
Weight on my soul.
tabletop role-playing game, the 2D20 game.
I do not know how long
about,
this emptiness will remain.
God, I can't remember the name of the module or the campaign adventure path or whatever that he was looking into, but it all tied in with, you know, the stuff in Fallout with, like, the old gods and, you know, the faces on the sides of the buildings and all the mysteries and lore that go along with that. And then he mashed it together with stories about the cult of Adam. And it was like 2 hours of, oh my God, this guy's a king. He's the master of this shit. So how do we get the Amulet of Kings?
I hid the amulet in a sacred catacomb protected by magical wards. The means of lifting these wards are in the keeping of my old mentor, Kasura. As soon as I am able, we must meet with her.
Okay, we will as soon as you're well. We should rest now. Or you should rest now anyway.
I will try to rest, but I am a warrior. We cannot sit still for very long. I should say
There goes a
one thing
lung.
Before we meet with Kasura, I am unpleasantly fragrant. If she happened to be downwind of me, well, I would never hear the end of it.
As you say.
The path ahead of us is a dark one, but it pleases me to know that I shall walk the path with friends. May we all rest a little easier tonight. I know I shall.
Okay, listen, Sai, brother. I think you're cool, and I just met you, and you seem wonderful, but you're way too trusting with people that you just met. In my case, perfectly justified, but remember what happened when you were with the same group of people last time, and they all got betrayed by one asshole? Let's just keep that in mind. And nice beard, buddy. Hey, thanks, Lost Perspective. I appreciate you stopping by. It was nice to see you. Okay, so let's, for, you know, shits and giggles, run out of the cave and then have the Prophet contact me for the next part. Or we could just ignore him and go see Sees All Colors. That's what I generally do. I'm like, no, if you wanted to talk to me, you could have done it 30 seconds ago. Come back when I'm ready. Well, see, now you got me jazzed, though, because I want to actually check out Riften. Probably not tonight, but if it exists in this game, I have got to see it. I guess all, or at least parts of Skyrim would have to exist, because I know they had a Skyrim-esque expansion at one point. I remember watching the videos for it with, like, vampires and werewolves. Come, Donut!
Ah, there you are. Come. We must talk.
You see what I'm saying? Pray return to the waking sands. Yeah, that's all right.
It is time, Vestige. Sai Sahan's strength has returned. You must accompany him to his ancestral home in the Valley of Blades.
Must I, though? I mean, the Valley of Blades? That doesn't sound like a great spot to come to on purpose.
An ancient trading hub high in the mountains of Hammerfell, a place I thought lost to the ravages of time. Sai-Sahan entrusted the key to Sancre Tor to one of his mentors there. It must be retrieved.
Okay, I understand.
Come quickly. Manimarco is undoubtedly conducting his own search for the Amulet of Kings. We must not allow him to get there first.
I'll leave it once, I guess. It's gonna guilt trip me into not following up with the Fighters Guild. Thanks, buddy. You could have just told me all this when I was in there 30 seconds. MMOs. Hey, Cadwell. Buddy.
I understand you visited the Halls of Torment. Marvelous place, marvelous. I'm not a fan of the tortured screaming, but otherwise it's quite lovely.
Oh, they had a terrific bookstore, too. You should really go there sometime and check something out.
Honor and faith to you, my friend. We are nearly ready to depart. My Lord Varen requested that Tharn and Snow Lily join us, for safety's sake. Though I have seen fewer places as tranquil as the Valley of Blades.
Why do we need to go to the Valley of Blades?
An old friend, Kasura, dwells there. Before I was captured, I placed an enchanted ring in her keeping. The ring is a key of sorts. Without it, we will not be able to open the secret chamber where the Amulet of Kings lies hidden.
Tell me about Kasura.
She was my first mentor and instructor, a true master of blades. She still trains young swordsmen in the valley, though she deems worthy of her instruction.
And what does she teach?
Swordsmanship, but much more than that. Her teachings revolve around a trinity of body, blade, and brilliance. The sword singers of old were said to be masters of all three. Oh, look, there will be time for questions later. Are you ready to depart?
Yes, I'm ready.
I'll open a portal to hasten your journey.
Thank God this guy can just open up a portal everywhere. It's a super handy ability that he's got going on.
Do you smell the scent of burning embers in the air? Oh, we may be in for a treat if Kasura is teaching the firewalk.
Which way are we headed?
The Abbey is just down the path. We're fortunate that my Lord Varen opened a portal for us. This landslide appears to have blocked the valley's only approach.
Chrono Cross. I haven't played that one. They have portals that are similar to these? I like the Stretch Armstrong thing that you do. Gonna go through it and dematerialize into like a black hole, kind of spaghettify. It's pretty cool. What could have caused that?
I cannot say. I've never known these mountains to experience earthquakes. Strange.
You know what's even stranger? Mountains that don't experience earthquakes. Just saying. Let's go.
It's strange to return to these mountains. Memories of youth flood my mind. Each one bringing its own sorrow or its own smile.
Oh, joy. We've been here less than 5 minutes and Sahan is already getting maudlin and weepy.
What is this? The Abbey burns. Quickly, we must find Kasura.
So much destruction.
Is this the firewalk ceremony you were talking about?
I'm afraid I've seen this before. Keep an eye skyward, Titanborn.
All is not well.
There's a person hiding there. Sai, did you see her?
Kasura! There!
I fear the worst.
Sai-Sahan.
Kasura,
Intruders.
are you injured?
Cultists.
What happened?
They attacked the Abbey. So many of my students have fallen.
The Abbey is in ruins, Kasura.
Oh, really? Pixar did the graphics for the cutscenes for that? That's cool.
Like nothing I've ever seen.
Bet that looks amazing.
They're opening Rift to oblivion.
Save your strength, Kasura. We will make them pay. I promise you.
I swear it!
What do you think? Trap?
It's only a trap if you don't know about it. I assume everything is a trap, therefore, it's a challenge.
I mean, it's possible that it could be a trap and you could still know about it. You just might not know how to trigger the trap. We'll leave that for another conversation. Alright. Kill the cultists. Like, literally every game I play, there's some cultists you gotta kill. The universe is trying to tell me something.
We've got it.
I must destroy the sigil stone. 1 out of 3. Nice. I haven't played that one. I'll have to check out somebody playing that one. Unless it's like on Xbox, I guess, then I could just, like I did with the Oblivion game yesterday, just download it.
Heed me, Daedric minions, and obey!
No. How about if we turn off your sigil stone first? Oh, too slow. It's too slow, man. But it still worked. Oh, is it on PS4? Yeah. I'll have to check out somebody streaming it or a video or something to check it out. I'm PlayStationless. Which is probably for the best.
Hosts of Oblivion, come forth and feast.
Let's see if they disappear when I... Wow, wow. Exploiter!
Sai-Sahan and company at last. My pet has been waiting for you.
Eye skyward. Here it comes.
Oh, okay. Let's see what's going on here. Let's go. Let's go.
How many more of your friends must die, Sai-Sahan? Where is the Amulet of Kings?
Oh, no, no. Your mama has the amulet?
Well fought. Sai-Sahan travels with worthy companions.
I don't know about that. I was mostly just button mashing, but you're welcome.
My injuries are not serious. What are a few more scars to an old warrior? Scars have the virtue of reminding us that our past is real. My students, in my home, have not fared half so well. I'm glad to see you, but curious why you are here.
Well, we've come for the ring. Is it safe?
We did not find the Ring of Stendarr's mercy, but now that the King of Worms knows you are here, it is only a matter of time before he launches another attack.
Well, then we must collect the ring and leave quickly, I would imagine.
Indeed. Atop the eastern stair is the secret entrance to the ancestral crypt. The ring is within.
Let's go!
Follow me. The hidden entrance will not be obvious.
Why would a crypt need a secret entrance?
It's a wonder there's an unplundered crypt in all of Skyrim. You Nords could learn a thing or two from the builders of Hammerfell.
Perhaps Hammerfell could also teach Nibene the virtue of good manners.
Oh yeah, it all bleeds together as far as references goes. Stendarr and...
Here we are. Watch your step as you descend.
which is kind of cool because, like I said, I'm a huge like Oblivion and Skyrim fan. So there's no natural reason why I wouldn't play through this story at least once, right?
Among these honored dead.
Other than the fact that there's a cover charge if you want a big bag for your crafted goods or whatever. Or Donut as a companion and partner. But I don't mind because I'm used to paying a cover charge for 76 for almost exactly the same reasons, so. Sigh. Help me out here, buddy.
I can feel the presence of my ancestors whenever I come here. I am burdened with a great responsibility to honor their sacrifice and uphold their legacy.
Yeah, Fallout first, or, I mean, anything, you know, it's... In a way, it's almost comforting that it's so predictable that it always revolves around the problem of managing your loot. That's almost entirely self-inflicted, but us gamers can't help ourselves. We have to goblin mode pick up everything. And why did Kasura hide the ring here?
We both thought it would be well protected in the Valley of Blades. The most gifted young swordsmasters of Hammerfell are invited to train with Kasura. The town was bristling with strength and steel before the Titans showed up.
How did Mannimarco find out about this valley?
I cannot say. Perhaps someone told him of my past. Perhaps he pried the memory from me during my time in the halls of torment.
Oh, you and me both.
I am to blame for the valley's destruction. No one I love will be safe until Mannimarco has been dealt with.
Oh, we'll stop Mannimarco. Mostly. I have a feeling. It's just a feeling.
And I shall need a proper weapon. Kasura said that my father's greatsword lies with the ring. It seems proper that I should wield it in his honor.
Let's go. Speaking of loot goblining, I've been remiss. I've been quite remiss because there is like crafting stuff in here. And I have tried crafting. I suck at it. I have no idea what I'm doing. But since all this stuff is going into a magic crafting bag for later, I don't really care. I still have to grab it.
Ivad Hunding, son of Frandardo Hunding, Helhanse no Shira, the greatest of the Sword Saints. The hearth of every household in Hammerfell has a small alcove containing a copy of his father's greatest work, the Book of Circles. Ra'aba was a warrior of great renown. He fought alongside Frendar Hunding in the 7 great battles against the armies of Hira, and survived. The final battle at Hatu Mountain, more than 300,000 gave their lives. Sword and spear.
Exposition. My one weakness.
And their mother, Anse Satame, the Tigress of Dragonstar.
Check him out. He's running around to each one of these little things and like... That's proper. Good on you, Sai. Respect your ancestors, I guess. Probably should. Unless they're
Seems
dicks.
fitting that the Ring of Stendar's mercy, by the sword of my father, Nazir Ataf-Sahan, I pledge myself to the destruction of Mannimarco and the liberation of Tamriel from the tyranny of the god of schemes, Molag Bal.
Nice, except for I think I truncated his line by grabbing what was in the lockbox before he finished explaining himself. That sucks. What? Who's doing that? Oh, it's your mentor, right, okay. What is happening here? Oh, she wants to talk. Oh my God, stop moving.
The ring is yours. Guard it well. I must return to my students to begin the long task of rebuilding.
Really should see a doctor or something. Like, all that moaning and groaning, you can't be comfortable. But I guess rather than tell you to do that, I'm going to ask you if you'll come with us.
Thank you. But I cannot leave the Valley of Blades. I must bury the dead and tend to the wounded.
I must return with the ring, but perhaps Sai Sahan and the others can help.
I knew you would lead me to the ring eventually. Give it to me.
There he is.
Your presence defiles this place, Mannimarco.
Give me the ring, and I might spare your pathetic lives.
My healing touch is self only.
Strike you down soon enough.
Titans, a prelude of what's to come if you continue to defy me.
Defy you? Your delusions of godhood are laughable, you ignominious corpse herder.
Very well, then.
Ignominious corpse herder. Hell yeah.
Blasphemy! How dare you waste the honor dead to fight your battle?
Oh no. Such a show off. The laser book is cool.
The next time you hide something from the most powerful necromancer in all of town,
And it's very steerable, which I appreciate.
hiding it in a bloody tomb.
Line him up. Oh goodness, what happened? Why am I suddenly wielding a sword? I'm on my back bar. That is so weird. Must have got excited and fat fingered something.
Hold the line! We must not get the ring!
Was it? No. That can't be right. Roll. Right. Roll this. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. This is kind of hairy. And unfortunately, I don't know a hotkey to change it back. The last time I tried to open up my character sheet and look to switch it manually, I almost died, so I think I'm stuck with it. Challenge mode activated. Play the game on a hotbar that you barely set up and don't have any idea how to play. Goodness.
I will avenge Manamarco's blasphemy.
She's gonna avenge the blasphemy. She's right here. Oh no, it's Sai. Okay.
The ring is ours for the time
So
being.
confused.
Guard it well.
Well, fortunately, I remember to set up that book scorching power on the same hotkey 4. So, yeah. That helped. And then 2 turned out to be, instead of a damage thing, it was like another focused stream, but it was healing my myself and my companions, which is also super convenient. I'll guard it with my life.
You must return to the harborage and give it to Lord Varen. It will remain safe in his keeping until it is time to travel to Sancretor. Lyris, Abner, and I will remain here to help Kasura bury the dead and tend to the injured.
How will I return?
Lord Varen has been observing our progress. He will open a portal for you to return. There it is, the top of the stairs. Go, quickly.
I'll tell him what happened.
The damage is great, but if you had not arrived when you did, there would be nothing left to rebuild. Be safe in the coming days, my friends. I look forward to your return.
The Abbey of Blades will rise from these ashes.
Come, Donut. We return to the Arborage.
In my mind's eye, I witnessed your battle with the Worm Cult and with the undead Unsay abominations. Your mission was successful, was it not?
It was. Here is the Ring of Stendarr's Mercy. The Abbey of Blades was destroyed.
I witnessed the Titan's assault and sensed the deaths of many innocents. It is a great and terrible loss. Saisahan and the others will need time to aid Kasura. I will contact you when they return and we will begin the journey to Sanctuary.
Okay.
Look at you go!
Fortunately, this game does have this really cool system where as you level up, it gives you like kind of a rundown of what you're getting with the level up and what you need to do. Following the advice of a couple other streamers that I watched, I'm putting all of my points into one thing and just making a Magicka build as opposed to trying to, make a build with 3, which was my instinct, but I'm glad I've watched at least the top 5 things you should never do type video. So that was cool. So we will commit those points there. Then we'll come over here and see if, let's see, these round ones are the passives, so they run all the time, so my excessive scholarship has increased my magic and stamina recovery by 9%. Take that. Perfect. Yeah, I'm not actually sure. Curative Rune Forms rank 27. Herald of the Tome, rank 30. I know I'm getting close to these things because I've seen numbers pop up for other things that are in the mid to high 20s. So I'm not going to worry about it right now, even though I have kind of an excess of skill points. I'm not really running into too much that's an impossible difficulty or anything. So I'm just going to leave it as is for now until I am able to slide into my advised abilities here. And then this time I'm leaving and I really am ignoring the old man because Sees All Colors wants to hear my report from the beach. It just wouldn't be right. Well, the spell sword thing is kind of accidental. When I put that back bar together, I wanted a couple healing spells. Just in case I had a no shit moment, And it was my second best weapon next to my ice staff or whatever I was using at the time. So it's been sitting there for like 10, 15 levels. Not great. Kind of forgot about it, to be honest with you.
Vestige.
No.
Meet me at the harborage. We are ready to reclaim...
No. God. That guy's ridiculous, man. He's relentless. Not gonna do it. Gotta go talk to Sees All Colors. She's a lizard?
Master Merrick, where are you?
Don't worry, Radar. We'll go back. We just have to check in with the guild master of the Fighters Guild here. So the thing I found out that you do to level up your Fighters Guild line, which is where I got the abilities for the swords, was to kill Daedra, I guess. So I kind of feel like I've killed a bunch of Daedra, and I probably should go back and check in just in case there's like some threshold that I clear and I get some kind of a step up in the guild roster. Not really sure how any of this works. I'm just speculating here. Guildmaster.
Back so soon, comrade?
Well, I mean, I would have been back sooner, but I got kind of sidetracked in an auberge. Merrick and Aleph stopped the cultists, but a projection appeared to us. A Dremora woman.
A vision of a Dremora. This clouds the waters. The forces of Molag Bal must know more than we realized. What did she say?
She talked about, Mortem Vivicus? I don't know what that is. Oops.
Back so soon, comrade?
Yes.
A vision of a Dremora. Nor do I, comrade. Interesting. Did she say anything else?
Oh, goodies and titles are all over this game. She said she'd take a Redguard soul. She's going after Merrick.
Merrick. This dries my scales. Recruit, you must get to them. Aleph and Merrick are competent, but the Daedra are not to be trusted. Find them near Skywatch.
They really did a terrific job with the Argonians
and
in this game.
Investigate this Vivicus. Whatever it is.
Will do, Guildmaster. Best version of them I've seen, in my opinion. Although you can mod Skyrim to get pretty damn wild and close to that, for sure. Craft a normal... What did I craft a... Merrick and Aleph are over...
You think the Daedra are going to wait for you?
Damn, they're way over there. Okay. I'm gonna take the fast travel route. Yeah, plus you got a killer name. Sees all colors. That's a good, lore-friendly Argonian name. Unlike a high elf named Babylonia. But, you know, whatever. It's all good. I am the DJ. I am what I play. Look at this forest. This is from the very first release of the game, not any of the later expansions. I can't wait to see what some of those zones look like. Oh my god. Hopefully they live up, you know, and they've kind of leveled up their skills as they've gone, and they're even more impressive. That'll be cool. And they're in a lot of cool places like Skyrim and Morrowind.
Welcome to the fight, comrade. Claws out and watch yourself.
You cannot stand against the might of Molag Bal.
I mean, we could try though, right? That's allowed. Fools! You cannot wait! My guys are already dead!
Cease your meddling, mortal. The Master has plans for the Red Guard.
There's more was that voice?
I ask myself the same question every day, Aleph. What was that voice?
A little help?
I'll save you, Donut! Wow, that knockdown is disturbing.
The Red Guard is mine.
Merrick ran off after some other
So, you know, this is the
Daedra.
problem with mixing up your quests and doing them out of order and
Don't let her
willy-nilly.
take him.
I just completed a quest that was all about Redguards. And now I'm doing a quest where I'm trying to save the Redguard. And, yeah. This adventuring thing. It's confusing. Find Merrick. Or do you think he might be? Or I don't think, based on the movement of that little arrow.
I think that's the last of them.
Help me, please.
My master has plans for your pure soul, Merrick.
Oh no, she captured him. And I was just at the place that they put red guards when they're captured.
What happened? Where did you go? Dosha, that such a weakling could take one such as Merrick.
Where did they go?
How would Aleph know? She was behind you.
Yeah, you know, definitely a side experience, a side mission. I was just kind of poking fun at the weird situation I find myself in where I just rescued one red guard and now I gotta go rescue another one who's also been taken. There's a lot of that going around in the Elder Scrolls. It's almost an epidemic, really. Perhaps we wait for Seize All Colors? She said she could rally the guild.
Oh yes, Colors, the heroic guildmaster. We don't need to wait for Colors. You and Aleph are more than smart enough to figure this out. Here, give those items you found on the cultists.
Who was that woman? The one who captured Merrick?
You didn't recognize her Tremora from her projection? I think her name is Dosha. Quite full of herself, actually. This note mentions an island tower. Aleph wonders if it speaks of Buranim.
Buranim?
It's an old Ayleid ruin. A tower on an island off the coast of Skywatch. Go seek Merrick there. Aleph will find our heroic guildmaster and get additional blades.
I'll find him!
May good fortune stalk your steps, comrade.
Goodbye.
No time to waste.
No time to ride a horse, either. I guess we swimming. Wait, first person. Can I swim underwater? No? No underwater? That's a missed opportunity. Think of all, like, the ruined Ayleid cities you could put, or shipwrecks. Oh.
Comrade, to me.
A ghost!
Comrade!
Who are you?
I am Yofnir Iceblade, former master of the Fighters Guild. Don't interrupt, I cannot speak long. Dosha has taken
Nord
Merrick beneath the island into the vault. She trains his soul for her master's dark plans.
Why are you here?
I can't say. My time grows short. Save Merrick. Stop the Daedra. We're the followers of Molag Bal.
Alright, but shouldn't you be in Sovngarde? Poor guy. Treasure hunting in 76? What did I miss? Enter Doshia's lair. Or are you getting lag on your end from the stream? Oh, in the game. I didn't notice. There's a lot going on. I mean, number one, the game is just really, like, vibrant, detailed, and I haven't played it before, so that's, you know, a thing by itself. And then streaming is actually, like, you watch it, and some of the people, like, Morp and, you know, Spin and, you know, Ram and bats and, you know, all the people. They make it look so easy, but you're watching, like, back and forth between screens, and it's confusing. That's fine. It's terrific practice for practicing talking with my retainer in. You knocked that off.
His soul will fuel the Morton vivid that I will consume you as well.
Say goodnight.
You have failed me.
Stendar, my head.
Hello, Merrick.
She almost had me.
Heck yeah.
Thank you, comrade.
It's definitely good practice. But nowhere near as easy as the people that are super good at it make it look. Like, look over and go, did I miss something? The swimming, yeah. There's got to be underwater stuff in this game. I must just have like a... Maybe it was double tap something or something. I mean, with the way the graphics in this game work, you'd think that underwater dungeons and stuff would definitely be a thing, right? I don't know, maybe I'm just wish listing or projecting my own fantasy of what you could do with, like, the tools that I see in front of me. But it looks like it would be perfect for that kind of, like, swim down, find the door to the dungeon type situation.
Just need a moment to recover. If you hadn't come along, I'll be fine, Stendar willing.
What was she yelling about? Wanting your soul? There's a lot of that going around right now, dude.
I heard her communing with the Lord of Lies. Molag Bal is harvesting souls for some dark plot. He's especially interested in the souls of the faithful.
Yeah, so this side quest actually does tie back into the main story. So what now?
Comrade, grab that book and her notes on the table. I saw her scribbling after speaking to her master. We may be able to learn more about this plot. Learn what this Mortum Vivicus is. Grab them, then let's get out of here.
Good plan. It might just be that, you know, there's a hotkey for it. Or, in the original version of the game, they didn't have that in yet, and it comes in like a different expansion, and after that, there are underwater zones. It just looks graphic-wise like that should be a thing, you know. Dosha's journal. Her son, El Chumb. Oh, forget it. Watergon Blade Doi Ronero Esther. Yeah. Just gonna grab this and we're gonna pretend that we understand it, and hopefully somebody back at the guild will. Notes on the Mortum Vivicus. Since the Dark Master's plot was revealed to me, I have attempted to learn more of this weapon he holds so dear. According to historical records, the Mortum Vivicus was a gift from our Lord and Master to the unworthy king of a long-forgotten city. Oh, absolutely. I'm down with it. Let's go. They stood on the verge of greatness. The Master's plan came to fruition. I hate it when that happens. Bad guys and their plans always come into fruition. Enough souls can be gathered to decide. Well, I'm here to tell you that's a big part of the main story, so that makes sense. It all tracks. Truly, Tamriel will burn in the Master's fire. It doesn't sound good at all. Not a fan. Not a fan. Donut, we must return to See All Colors and tell her what we have discovered. Let us away! I know it seems like I poke fun, but like, I actually think this story's pretty good, especially for an MMO. I don't have enough experience to know how silly it might seem if there's 50 of you chosen ones standing around, but, or in this case, vestiges, but, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Story-wise, it's right up there with any of the better ones that I've ever played, for sure. Guildmaster sees all colors. Oh, you came to me. Thank God, I thought I was going to have to, like, run all the way back.
You are the sun on my scales, comrade. You've returned Merrick to us.
He was captured by a necromancer, a follower of Molag Bal.
Molag Bal. May he burn in the glare of 1,000 suns.
Right?
It's just like him to send an assassin to kill a noble warrior. That's a coward's weapon.
Shaw. She wanted him for something called the Mortum Vivicus. We found this journal and some notes.
Sooth, the Mortum... What? And I can't make tails or scales of these scriptures.
Tails or scales? You see what I mean? It's a little details.
It's going to take time to decipher this scroll, but we'll put our best scribe on it.
Okay, is there anything else that I can do?
You've done a great service for the guild today, comrade. I look forward to drawing steel with you in the future. If we learn anything from the journal, I'll make sure you hear about it.
All right, let's go. Complete the quest.
I'll look for you down the river, comrade. You'll hear from us once we've
I'll
decoded
look
the
for you
journal.
down the river. I love the whole Argonian thing. My youngest only plays Argonians in Skyrim. When once a year, he's grown into quite the Bethesda fanboy, but he plays everything. You know, very young. Him and all of his friends, they play all the stuff. But once a year, he plays Fallout 4, he plays Skyrim, he plays... I don't know if he plays Oblivion, he probably will now. Plays New Vegas, the Mass Effect games, a bunch of stuff that I know, and so we always talk about it. But he's a huge fan of the Argonians, always an Argonian. So this down the river business, it's all fun. May I ask you a few questions?
Of course. After action report, yes? Wise choice.
I saw a ghost here on the island. He claimed to be the last guildmaster.
Yafnir? His passage down the river called me to this post. What did he say?
Well, he told me where Merrick was, but that wasn't the weird part. The weird part is he should be in Sovngarde getting drunk and having like a big old leg of lamb or something. He shouldn't have been here. It's weird.
Interesting. I'll get in touch with some of our sisters in the Mages Guild. See if they can investigate this apparition. I try to avoid the Walking Dead when I can.
Yeah. You and me both. After the second season, the whole thing kind of fell apart. How long do you think it will take to decipher the journal?
Not long. Aleph told me you found some trinkets with the cultists. Between those baubles and the notes you found, hopefully we'll have a start for the translation effort.
I hear you. All right. Find the first keeper? No. Sure, there's an easier way to do this. Maybe J? J is for journal. Interesting. Main quest. Shadows of Sancrator. Perfect. Then we shall use my mage-like powers to travel the fastest way back to the Arborage. Oh yeah. Come, Donut. There'll be time for drinking later.
Dragons in your own homeland.
Hiya!
Mr. Merrick, where are you?
All those little quest signs that are above like the cooking stove and a couple of those other things back there, they're from grabbing all of the trade skill quests yesterday and then not understanding exactly how to complete them. I was missing some crucial stuff. And that's when I realized you could loot stuff in these little miniature dungeons. So, clearly my strategy has changed, hopefully for the better, but I don't know that I've found any of the things that I was looking for. Honestly, haven't looked too closely tonight, but time will tell. Some of the best gear in the game is actually made by players, and you can learn every trade skill there is. So, you never know. This becomes a new favorite of mine. I might eventually be able to make myself stuff for, the end game, like I do with 76. Mostly, with a little help from my friends. Ah, yes, Varen Aquilarios.
And so we've come full circle. I led the original 5 companions on a quest to reclaim the Amulet of Kings. At the time, I told myself it was for the good of all Tamriel. I was wrong, and now all the world suffers from my hubris.
That's right. Band together to kick some rum. I've always loved the expeditions and, that kind of stuff. And the events, obviously, were cool. It gets old nowadays. Some of them have been around for so long, so by week 2, you're like, oh, God, really, Mothman again? But I really love doing it. But the raids are something that's kind of new to me because I never played a power armor character in Fallout. And I noticed right away that almost everybody that was doing at least the first boss of the raid is a power armor character. And I kept telling myself I was going to make a power armor build for my character, and he was a bloodied commando. And now he's a ghoul commando. But I just could not bring myself to put him in power armor. So I made another character a few weeks ago. Quickly leveled him up, and I was able to do some raids the other night. So that was cool. The first part anyway, the first boss. And I have been with Mr. Morp on Babylonia on the main character. But I just kind of hid behind pillars and would peek out and, Bats commando, shooty. Now we have a chance to make things right.
Perhaps, but I wonder, will history repeat
Cool
itself
Mando, exactly.
or rewrite itself? In truth, I fear using the amulet again. Its power is both great and terrible. Destiny can crush us by fulfilling our wishes just as surely as it can by denying them.
Tell me about Sancretor.
It was a holy city in the First Era, founded by Queen Alessia herself. It has since fallen into crumbling ruin. Before its capture, Sai-Sahan hid the Amulet of Kings in the catacombs beneath the city.
Well, you say that, but that's actually my new mission. So, on the test server right now, they're doing some changes for rifle. Single shot things. So I'm thinking about putting together a rifle build again for the first time since right after the game launched, when my character was basically a rifle build. So we'll see. We'll see how I'll test it out and we'll see how it goes. I actually enjoyed the pistol with the ghoul. I had the Crusader pistol, and I think it was the Frost mod on it, or no, the electrical. And it's fine, and it uses a lot of the same kind of stuff as the Commando, so I didn't have to change it around too much. But I'm actually looking forward to trying, I would love to do, not the hunting rifle, but the other one, the one from Bar Harbor. I forget what it's called. But it's that lever action rifle. I would love to do that, but I think probably realistically, especially if I want to do group content at all, other than just tagging at events, I'm probably going to want to bring, something that fires the old electromagnetic rounds for a single shot weapon, but we'll see. You haven't gotten Far Harbor yet? Did you ever play Fallout 4? See, I think the Cooper Howard build he's like a master of all, which you can kind of do now. Yeah, EMAG rounds are fun. But, he's got that shotgun pistol. And then I think he used something else during the show, too, like a rifle or something. You've got 4, but you just haven't played Far Harbor. Oh. Yeah, his gun is terrific. Where is Sancretor located?
It is in the mountains of Calovia, the land of my youth. I have little memory of that time. My exposure to the Elder Scrolls.
Well, you've seen the epic Nate
once was. Speak to Saizahan.
Videos,
he can
so
answer your questions far more accurately than I.
You've seen some of the real cool stuff from Far Harbor in his videos. You know, the night or the Atom Mother, the nucleus. There's some really cool set piece kind of areas there, but the whole kind of constantly raining, constantly foggy with radiation, occasionally clearing just in time to fog up again, but like you're just getting jumped by anglers and all the stuff from 76 that we have, actually, which was really cool when we saw it in 76 because we were used to it from Far Harbor. Talk to Saizahan.
The time has come for us to enter the catacombs of Sancretor. Do not underestimate the dangers that await us.
Do they have like a
Sancretor was
like an upgrade? Or is it on Steam? Is that where you play it, or are you on?
We must be prepared for anything.
Have you fully recovered from your wounds?
I have been through much, but this body is tougher than the great oaks of Valenwood. I go with neither hope nor fear.
Yeah.
It is useless to guess at a future that has yet to be written.
Nuka World's fun too. People talk shit, but it's a fun expansion. It's got some fun stuff. I'll admit my canon point of view on that is you walk in and you just take care of business. You don't put up with any of that shit. But it is fun to unlock each of the parks and all of those things. It's a good time. What's your plan?
My Lord Varen will open a gateway to Sancretor. The amulet lies in a vault protected by powerful magic, a ward of Stendarr, the god of justice and mercy.
Oh, you're on PS4 for Fallout 4. Okay.
I thought this could not hurt.
Yeah, I'm not even sure how it's sold on PS4. If there's like a, upgrade to get you all of the DLC at this point, because it's such an old game now. Or if you'd have to do them one at a time, I have no idea. How do we break the ward?
The catacombs contain 2 shrines dedicated to the divines. We must consecrate them in Stendarr's name.
Oh.
When that is done, the Ring of Stendarr's mercy should open the vault doors.
Yeah, I know that feel. I don't even think I paid all of them, to be honest with you. I actually think they're going to have to bill me plus damages. Maybe a little. Tell me more about Sancretor.
It is written that Alessia received the divine inspiration for her slave rebellion.
Right on, yeah, let me know. I'm curious.
Built her holy city there.
I'd love to hear what you think of those 2 stories, especially.
The city is a ruin now. It has become a dark place with areas best left undisturbed.
Automaton's pretty cool too, but it's pretty short. And I mean, I always do it, but I find the companion that you get so annoying that I usually sideline her pretty quick. But she's actually a really well-written character, and it's a cool little expansion, and you get to meet the Mechanist and all that stuff. So, right out of Fallout 3, sort of. What sort of areas?
We should avoid the Crypt of Heroes. I saw enough angry dead there to fill 9 lifetimes. Kasura and I barely escaped with our lives. We will enter through the inner courtyard and avoid it entirely. Now come. Time waits for no man.
All right, let's go.
The portal is open. Go now. Return with the Amulet of Kings.
We're up to see the wizard. The wonderful Wizard of Kings.
Could have hidden that amulet anywhere in Tamriel, and this was your first choice?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
This is actually a pretty common motif for the adventures in Tamriel I've had so far, that's for sure. Kind of creepy, crypty.
Shut up, Tharn.
Everybody's gagging up on poor Abner Thard. I was talking over it like a total ass. It's too bad. Explore, Sancretor.
What brings you to Sancretor, old friends? Looking for an amulet, perhaps?
Marco, how did you find this place?
Do you really think I'd allow you to escape the horde
What'd he say?
if I couldn't track your every move?
Sai, no! Menimarco, stop! You're killing him!
Where is the Amulet of Kings? My master, Moloch Ball, demands it.
Your master, please. You would use the amulet to betray Molag Bal.
Fool! When I ascended, you could have been at my right hand, Tharn. Instead, you chose to align yourself with mongrels and imbeciles. Now, you'll die.
Wait. Mongrels?
You won't get away with
Which
this.
one am I?
Do you really think you can betray a Daedric prince?
I'm the imbecile, right?
All things are possible. Nations will tremble and bow before me. I will be a god!
Oh, brother.
The Amulet of Kings will never be yours. It is protected by a ward of the Divines.
You mean your ward of Stendarr, god of merciful forbearance, patron of gutless, law-abiding dimwits? It won't even slow me.
Well, that's one way to describe Stendarr, I guess. It's not very charitable, but okay.
Menimarco has been watching our every move. We led him right to the amulet.
We must reach the Amulet of Kings first, Sai.
Menimarco may be powerful enough to break through Stendarr's ward eventually. If we can get to the shrines quickly and receive Stendarr's blessing, we can pass through the ward, but leave it in place. He may not be able to follow for some time.
That's actually a pretty good plan. We can zoom right past him and scoot into a warded area and he can't follow. Perfect. Perfect! How do we get to the shrines?
We must make our way to the inner courtyard. From there we can access the chambers where the shrines are located.
Alright, let's go.
Sai, are you well enough to continue?
Oh, brother.
Have no fear, Snow Lily. I am Redguard. We are like mountain bamboo. Far stronger and more flexible than we might appear.
I find it hilarious that Menimarco chose such a massive projected appearance. He's obviously overcompensating for something.
Snow Lily yet. Oh, brother, you guys just kiss already. Come on.
We can enter if you wish, but it is a foul place where the dead are restless and angry.
But we don't have to enter? So is there like some cool loot over in here? See, by you telling me that I can enter it, I almost have to.
Your curiosity will be your undoing. Rise up, fallen hero! Kill the intruder!
Wandering through a crypt when a necromancer is about as how you get XP. Mama didn't raise no fool. That it? That was the big scary thing I might happen upon if I come into a crypt when a necromancer's about?
We got this. I've got my sparkle back.
You never lost your sparkle, Lauren. That hair is enough to ensure that. Oh, my inventory is full. Speaking of which, how long has it been since I bothered to upgrade my gear? much loot crap. I'm just here to pick up a pizza.
Persistent, aren't you? Do you really think you can keep me from acquiring the
Amulet of Kings is under the protection of Stendar's ward. It will never be yours.
Ah, Sai. You still don't understand, do you? My plan will succeed because of your ward of Stendar. It will prevent Molag Bal from observing or interfering. By the time the ward is down and the amulet is mine, it will already be too late.
You're insane if you think you can betray the god of schemes.
Naive child. You know nothing. Shim El Adabal, the red diamond at the center of the Amulet of Kings, is the most powerful soul.
My God, he goes on, right? I'll take 2 large meat lovers.
I will absorb Molag Bal.
Name of the order is fuck you.
Into an empty husk of ethereal flesh. Then I will trap his essence within the gem.
Why do I feel like... Oh, good. I'm not going to fight Molag Bal. That would be frightening at level 23 or 24.
The name Molag Bal will be forgotten. In time, all of Tamriel will bow down before me. Soon, the god of schemes will have a new name. Manimar.
I mean, I could spam that key when I want to, you know. Most of the time, not really necessary, but there is quite a bit going on here, so... That's my I win button. No pizza having fool. They keep throwing their best. Keep knocking them down. It's always best to spam it. Yeah, I mean, it kind of is, but nothing lives very long when I'm tapping that 1 and 2. Wait a minute, why are we back here? I think I took the wrong portal. Oh God, please don't put me all the way back at the beginning of the dungeon. Fortunately, it wasn't a very big place, I guess, so. All my friends had the sense to just keep hanging out in the courtyard, I guess. They don't appear to... Nope, they're all with me. They didn't have any sense either. Terrific. Well, why would they put a big old portal right in front of me, knowing I was bound to click on it? It seems unfair. Sheep pickles. Oh, pickles. What? What is happening here? It's doing it again. Radion, it's doing it again. It's got me all confused and under pressure. It's telling me that Razumdar's quest is out here, but it's also telling me it's the inner courtyard, I guess, so... Oh. Yikes. Oh, this is where we were just at, and that's the portal we should definitely not take. Perfect, perfect. Okay, continue to the inner courtyard above. I think Razumdar's getting tired of me ignoring him, because he's sending portals for me in the middle of other dungeons. Hey, get over here and help me save the queen.
Please, a moment, my friends. I must rest before we continue.
Wait, what?
Sai, are you all right? That bastard really hurt you, didn't he? I swear to the gods, I'll take his head off.
I'll be fine, Snow Lily. I just need a moment to catch my breath.
Take all the time you need. I'll keep watch. If there's anything I can do, just name it.
An enchanting moment. I'll be over here bringing up my lunch.
Oh my god. What a bastard. Abner, you bastard. You're rotten.
Set's tears. I thought I could handle this. Menomarco's sorcery brought back all of the pain and doubt I felt inside the halls of torment.
Are you going to be alright?
I have pushed my body much further than this. It is my mind that pains me. Menomarco filled my head with shattered memories. They're like broken glass. With every beat of my heart, they stab into me.
A Moronatron? Take a moment, catch your breath.
That voice, Menomarco's voice, it taunted me over and over in an endless cycle for years on end.
Oh, Abner, yeah.
He never broke my will, but he broke something.
You'd be able to make it through this, Sai. Come on.
We must consecrate the 2 shrines with Stendar's blessing before the vault can be opened.
The inevitable twitchy
The
double
first
click.
shrine rests in the Dragon tomb. There's so many of my
I guess we'll never know the answer to that question. Must be yes.
Take care to respect their resting place.
You people in your resting places. Can we go somewhere nice next time? This is ridiculous. There you go. That's right. Tell that to Sai. He needs to hear that one right now.
The shrine is on the far side of the room. Quickly, we must find our way across.
I have a surprise for you, Sai. Do you remember your fallen comrades from the Dragon Guard? I've taken them to be arranging them, and that I am anxious to see you.
I have no wish to disfigure the corpses of my own comrades of the Dragon.
Well, man's got to do what they got to do. Sai, I don't know how to tell you this, but they animate the friends. You got to fight the friends. Those are the rules. I didn't make them up. It's what they would have wanted, buddy. Nobody wants to be animated by some asshole after they're already gone. That's cold. Alrighty then. Yeah, I don't want to be a Sent, you know?
Stendar, God of mercy.
Not if I was a person before. Like, if I was born a Sent, you make the best. You know, you do what you gotta do. But, if I was a person before, I don't want to be used as a infiltrator into my own friends and loved ones. That's not cool at all. Deeply uncool. Kind of like Abner Tharn. Isn't that right, Abner?
One more shrine to consecrate, yes? Can we please get to it?
Consecrate, desecrate, that's whatever. defecate. Yeah, strange. I feel the uncontrollable urge. Is this the only way around? What is happening here? It's all going dark, man. I can't see shit. Okay. Vault. No, wrong. This is wrong. Why is the Ribbon Vault not showing on my... Look, it's got the symbol in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. But it's not a symbol that's showing on the map. Instead, it's showing me the map for the Aradon Elf main quest. So weird. Why? Game, why are you like this?
One more shrine to contemplate.
Yes, you already said that.
We have one more shrine.
Okay.
One shrine left. Let's move.
Shrine left. Oh. So is it like deeply outside of this room? That seems odd from a level design perspective. Yeah, no, it looks fantastic. The graphics on that fire look cool. That blue kind of, almost like a portal. It looked like until I got around to the side of it and realized it didn't cross in front of the entire span of the Stargate here. Yeah, it looks like it's telling me to restore more shrines this way. Which, you know, it's possible, I guess. I guess there you go. Okay.
You certainly did a thorough job hiding the amulet, Sai. Couldn't you have just stuffed it in a mattress or something?
Right? Put it in a band shoebox. A couple of mixtapes.
The second shrine is in the chamber beyond. There is a trick to reaching it. A puzzle of sorts.
Well, it doesn't hurt to check, but sometimes I go back and forth because I'm like, wait, this looks
The altar is
familiar.
on the far side.
Did I
To
come
reach
this
it,
way?
The drawbridge must be lowered.
Oh, it's one of those things. Okay. Okay, so. Are there any clues about? No, just fiddle with the levers and see what happens. Gotcha.
You did it! The bridge is down.
I somehow did it. Hooray! Go me! Ratway Warren's puzzle. Exactly. I'm just gonna flip some levers here until something happens.
Kill them!
This
I break
teaches
free?
you to lower your wards and grant us safe passage into the Vault of Kings.
Oh, no. Say goodnight, Gracie. And that, my friends, is that. Now I must continue on to the antechamber. look at that. That's a pretty cool looking magical flame. I'm just going to go ahead and guess that I have to go back out through this door because it doesn't appear to be any other way to go. A literal deadhead and a dead end.
Crumbling walls, nauseating smells. This place has all the charm of a Riften brothel. It must feel very much like home to you, Tyler.
We were just talking about Riften.
Of inbred kings and
That's so
statesmen.
cool.
Must be what it's like at a Tharn family reunion.
Ooh.
Much more pleasant in the summer months.
Inbred kings. Yikes. They really like each other, you guys. Continue on to the vault, man.
Your pathetic efforts will not succeed. The Amulet of Kings.
Oh, he sounds like he's really getting ticked off. They are a very close family.
You will not win, Anamarco.
Soon, you will know the extent of my power and bow before me.
The extent of my
The
power.
Amulet of Kings, I will be transformed. All the nations of Tamriel will bow before me. They will worship me and beg for my mercy. All will know the name of Manimarco as their one true god.
You'll never get away with it, Manimarco. We'll fight you to our
You
last
sly dog. You caught me monologuing.
Try and stop me.
Almost dozed off there.
Almost dozed off there. See, Donut knows what's up. Donut's like, yeah, okay. Anyway. This guy's whatever.
Let's show them what we get.
I don't think so. Not gonna play that game. Not gonna do it. Not indicated at this juncture. Oh, really? Come on now. Another one of you guys? Fry, sir. Fry. It's what you do best, after all. No, you don't get to touch me with that thing. Not how this works. Not taking the pewter ring. Forget it. I'm not messing with my inventory. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to do it. He keeps cutting out and leaving me to like his minions, and his minions keep getting their asses kicked, right? Like, you would think he would learn, but apparently not. He just loves to talk. Hear himself talk. Ah, I'm going to evil. Wah, 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 wah. Sure, buddy. Whatever. Into the Vault of Kings. Just a real quick check here to make sure the Vault of Kings is actually... here. I really wish I could figure out a way. I'm going to have to do that tomorrow sometime. Try to figure out a way to turn off, if not tomorrow, then before I stream this next, but to turn off all the other quests so I can just toggle them one at a time. Because clearly it's got me like enfeeble-minded. I really just need one set of markers at a time, please. Thank you. He's a radio talk show announcer. Exactly.
There it is. The door to the Vault of Kings.
Hey, Alright, Sisa Hot here, spinning all your drive time hits.
The shrines have been consecrated in Stendar's name. Now you must use the Ring of Stendar's mercy to open the vault doors.
How?
Stand in the casting circle and direct the ring at the doors to lift the ward. The door should open wide.
This dude just told me to chuck the ring at the door. Did you see that? Stand in the casting circle and direct the ring at the door. That isn't anywhere near as specific enough for me, really, honestly. Direct it at the door. All right, you asked for it. Sucker at this door. Throw it in there and see what's up. Do I have to equip it? That would be a new level of... I don't see a Ring of Stendar's Mercy. Is it a quest item? I'm kind of doing this backwards, but, you know, good enough.
Look, the amulet. I can see it from here.
Yeah, the E wasn't working. It didn't do anything for some reason. Kept tapping it. It was just... Maybe I wasn't close enough, or I was off angle or something. Would the real Mana Marco please step up?
Think they got what it takes?
I hope that I managed to attack him before he started his monologue this time. I am Manny Marco. No, I am Manny Marco. Think of that.
Minion, arrive! Obey me!
I will hold them at the portal. Focus on Metamarco.
Why do you keep summoning these like one-hit things? What kind of strategy is that? So weird.
I'm tired of these games.
He's weakening. Just what I needed. Now.
Death can stop the most powerful necromancer Tamriel has ever known.
No, Abner already told me if you die, you have to go float around in the endless for a while and
True immortality. Now witness
reconceptualize yourself. Or...
Watch as I rise up from the grave.
Whoa!
To God
He's still monologuing.
You think you can betray the Lord of Brutality and Domination without consequence? You will pay for your arrogance. You will writhe in agony for the rest of eternity. Your tortured screams will echo throughout oblivion.
See ya!
As a warning to others.
I got no beef with you, Ball. Take your little slave boy and go. F that guy. Talks too much anyway. My master! My master! And there it is. The Amulet of Kings.
Pit us against each other. We can't let that happen. Look what we can accomplish when we work together.
How uncharacteristically optimistic of you, Titanborn. I may have that embroidered on a pillow.
The Divines gave you a nose for a reason, Tharn. So you can keep your mouth shut and still keep breathing.
Well played, Titan.
Damn.
Well played.
She's a woman of few words. I guess we've got the amulet. It's back to the Auberge.
We are finished here. It's time to go home.
Well, Radion, it's been a blast talking to you tonight. And anyone else who's been watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Try to have a little fun here. Play this game that we don't really understand or know very well. I stream this game about 8 o'clock for just about 2 hours on Monday and Wednesdays. It's really the only thing I do. I'm not like a full-time streamer, professional streamer or anything. Just having fun. But I also play Fallout 76 with all my friends and occasionally group up. And so I sometimes get to appear in the background on their streams, which is a huge privilege. Thanks, Mr. Morp, for dropping your raid on me. I know you're probably long gone off and done other things, but I appreciate you, man. And Lothar and all the other people that showed up earlier on, who are watching now, I appreciate it. I will be back again playing this next Monday night, and we will pick up pretty much from where we left off. In the meantime, happy gaming, and be decent to one another. Thank you, Radion. I appreciate it. It was fun talking to you tonight. You're a riot. I love it. Take care.